arsenal, including fiscal, monetary, and regulatory policies. For fiscal policy, apart from supporting macroeconomic stability, our spending program should strategically address capacity constraints, increase competitiveness, encourage innovation, reduce inequality, and build up resiliency. Among the priority sectors that should be considered are those related to the housing and urban development, manufacturing, and connectivity. So, more on the hard infrastructure. And also in education, tourism, finance, health, and agriculture. So, actually, this is, the priorities are cross-cutting in nature because we would want every sector to be part of development. Well, this is also in line with the tenets of inclusive growth, that no one is left behind. So what will it take? On the other hand, monetary and financial sector policy should support low and stable inflation, steady growth, and financial inclusion. Regulatory policy should be geared towards promoting competition, reducing externalities and cost of doing business, ensuring consumer protection, as well as justice, security, and peace. So, I will be discussing the role of social policy. Leisure can be reduced substantially, make it easier for Filipinos to achieve their aspirations. So, for a current middle class family, average income for 5 is 45,700. To reach 120,000 by 2040, this income level would have to grow by 2.6 times. To reach 57,000 by 2040, incomes would have to grow by a more achievable 1.25 times. So if we will undergo the reforms and the policies that needed to be in place for the next 25 years, we will have reductions in what is required for every aspiration. So overall, this can be reduced to a gross monthly income of 57,000, which is more or less more achievable than 120,000. So if the right policies are in place, for a car, because majority of Filipinos want to own a car, if the proper public transportation, efficient public transportation is in place, we could reduce that to 3,000 just for the daily commute. And then we can also, depends on the prices of basic needs for everyday needs of a family. We can reduce the 40,000 day-to-day needs from 40,000 to 20,000. So it depends on how the policies and the programs of government and how the private sector will support these policies. We can more or less have these goals more achievable for us. So that's what I've been saying earlier. So our 120,000 target could be reduced to 57,000 if reforms and policies that will enable us to better achieve our goals. For instance, an enabling social policy should help our young citizens avoid or at least recover from child marriage. This example is for a young girl, adolescent girl. at least to recover or avoid leaving school, repeat pregnancies, child illness. We can expect that even in just 4 or 5 years, situation